Hi, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So on today's video I'll be talking about the do's and don'ts of every artist or every beginner trying to learn how to draw or trying to improve their drawing skills. So this drawing is about what you have to avoid and what you have to do. And then before I dive into the video, I would like to advise you guys to like, or should I say plead? I would like to plead from you guys to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of this kind of video that's going to help you on how to improve your drawing skills and more videos kind of drawing about tips on how to draw and how to improve your skills. So let's begin the video. So the first thing on the agenda is do not use strengths, like do not add strengths on your pencil when you know you are going to blend it later. This is a very important part of drawing because some people think when they want to do a dark part they should add strengths on the pencil. For what I'm trying to say is, you know you are going to shade the place or you are going to blend later, then first of all you are adding strength to it. No, that is not necessary at all. Adding strength to your pencil when you know you're going to blend it again is not part of it, because when you're going to blend it, it's going to be hard for you to blend it together. They are not going to go smoothly inside each other. So the best is for you to change the grade of the pencil. Maybe if you are trying to blend into something darker, you have to change the grade of the pencil to something way higher than what you are using, so that will be able to give you the desired result that you want. And then you have to drop the pencil down, like you have to change it from the light one to dark one, so that any kind of problem won't occur when you're trying to blend. Everything goes smooth together. So, and hey, the only step you can add strength to your pencil while trying to do it is maybe you are trying to do eyelashes or a very on norms. Generally, lines are not advisable when drawing. It wasn't like maybe your edge of ears or nose. When you're trying to draw your nose and you are making your lines too visible, or you are trying to get a realistic result, then at the first you are these I'll be talking about later in another video, but lines are not meant to be visible when you're trying to do a realistic drawing. So another part is do not use your hand to blend pencil. Do not use your hand to blend pencil is a very important part of or skills or something you have to avoid. Blending with hand is not advisable at all, because it's not going to give you the desired results you want. It's not going to be smooth and the blend is not going to be accurate. So let me show you the typical example of do not use your hand to blend. Okay, let me use this first. Actually, I've done this kind of video before. You can check my profile. You're going to see what I'm talking about do not use your hand to blend, on why you should use different kind of tools. You have different kind of blending tools. You're having a blending stump, we're having tissue paper, we're having what else again, we having some, you can even use a paper like a thin paper to blend. So those ones are advisable more than using your hand to blend. Another tip I have to tell you about what you have to avoid when trying to be an artist or trying to improve your skills. Do not put your hand, like a bare hand here, this part of your hand, when drawing. You have to find a piece of paper that you are going to be putting your hand on, so that it won't be smoothing, like it won't be blending the other part or disturbing the other parts you have already drawn. Like you have to find a paper instead of using your bare hand to do this. Definitely your hand here will be getting dirty, and then in it being getting dirty, it should be affecting the other area that you have made a piece of drawing or that I've drawn on, like it will be affecting it on a big time. So I will advise you to get a glove. There is this kind of artist glove you can use. You can buy it in the store, in your art store. You are going to be able to get it at a very affordable price, or if you can't afford to buy it, you can use a small piece of paper. For example, let me get this out. Oh, I'm coming, please. I'm trying to get a piece of paper that I will use as an example for you guys. Oh, sorry, I'm not having. Okay, let's say this. So just have a very small piece of paper that you're going to be placing your hand on whenever you're trying to draw, to avoid any kind of issues or any kind of mistakes or any kind of something like. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So just try to get it, place it here, and then place your hand on top it. In fact, that will even give you a peace of mind that this won't be affecting your drawing. You just have to move in it anytime you're going to draw. Move it here, move it all around, and then you are good. So another tip on that I'm going to be dropping is when you buy a cardboard, do not put your hand, like your hand should be free from it. Do not touch the surface. The surface you are going to make a drawing on, do not touch the surface. Do not touch the surface. I repeat, do not touch the surface at all. You touching the surface, you don't know what's on your hand, and then there are times that your hand might be dirty. If you have to put your hand on it, it's going to spoil the drawing surface for you. If you blend on it, it's not going to blend in. That place you place your hand on, it's going to always show every time you try to blend on it. Your hand might be wet, so that's it. Just avoid any contact of your hand on your drawing any day, and on your piece of cardboard any day, anytime. You have to be very cautious. As an artist, you have to be clean. Neatness is the key, and then making sure your art is clean is the best. Because if you want to take a picture of clean art, it should be quite brilliant on camera. There's no need of maybe dirty photos, all the sharp looking drawings. That is not advisable at all. It's not going to make your art look mature. Just make sure you do it in a very neat manner from the start. Not after you already made the drawing. You're like, okay, I think it's time for me to get a cleaner to clean this place. I think it's time for me to get this to do this place. No, you have to put all those into consideration at first before you even begin your drawing, or during the process of making your drawing. You have to get them right from the start, not when you're done or during the process. So that is a very important part. Do not lay your hand on the drawing surface. Though you might put your hand on the back, you might be doing anything with the back, but the drawing surface you want to use, never ever let your hand be on them. It's going to affect your drawing big time, and then you're going to regret it. So another part is a droplet of water on your drawing surface. What you have to do when the water drops on your surface, on your cardboard surface, what you have to do. For example, now, if let me get the water down here and drop it on it. So this is the water drop. I don't know if it can show inside it. Then can you see water drop here? So this is the water drop. Whenever a kind of issue like this appears or approaches you, or mistakenly happen when drawing, do not try to wipe it. I repeat, do not try to wipe it. Do not try to clean it. Never do anything to it. Just leave it alone. Let it dry on its own, because you trying to do something on it is going to damage your paper, one. And if you are trying to do an hyper-realistic drawing on that kind of paper, hyper-realistic, I'm very sure you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying hyper-realistic drawing. Hyper-realistic drawing is this kind of gentle drawing that requires a lot of details. Like every details on the cardboard counts. Every details an artist make on the piece of drawing sheet counts. And then if you afford to get any single scratch or any single error on the cardboard from the start, it's going to reflect on your drawing that you are not going to avoid it. Like it's not avoidable. It's going to show. So look at this now. I don't know if it's showing. You see these marks. Once it dries, like it's going to show. Especially if something dirty, like if a dirt is on it before and then all the scratch appears, it's going to show. It's going to reflect on your drawing. You don't have any excuse. It's going to reflect. So always try to avoid it. Just leave it alone. Or the best is some English people to say prevention is better than cure. Prevent it than curing it. So always try to clear your environment from any water surfaces or anywhere that water can affect your drawing. So get that first and from the start. Another tip I'm going to drop here is please again, I want to repeat, there is this kind of on your hand, on your card, everybody has this kind of sweaty hand, like oily hand, you know what I'm saying, right? Like there are times that your hand will be sweating, trying to, like, I don't know, I experience that often. No, I think almost every human being should be able to experience it, having a sweaty hand or oily gland, like oily hand. So that one too, you have to be very careful. You see, it's going to leave a fingerprint for sure. It's going to leave a fingerprint. I don't know if it's clear here. It's going to leave a fingerprint, and you see that fingerprint, nothing you can do about it. Let me show you why I said nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you can do again, because it's already The done has been done. Can you see? Can you see what I'm talking about? That fingerprint will never leave again. And I was trying to blend it again after the fingerprint was. Can you see now? So what I did now was that I tried to use oil on my hand, because norms when you're having a sweating night to be like a form of oil. So I tried to dab it for you to know what I'm trying to say, but right now my hand is kind of dry, but I don't know, later on my hand might be, but for now my hand is dry. So that's why I use that as an example to get the result of what I'm trying to say here. So always avoid it. On how to improve your drawing skills, this is the end of today's video. I will still be dropping another part very soon, so make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get all these kind of videos, and check my previous videos. I'm very sure that they are going to help your drawing skills a lot. Check them out and try to get one or two things down to your brain, or just to get it down. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye, see you next time. Peace.